If you don't know my birthday, you're not my friend. If you don't know what I do for work, you're not my friend. If you have never hung out with me, you're not my friend. You are somebody that, I don't even know what the word is for that, but I'm saying, like, genuinely sit back and reflect on these people. Are these people your friends? Because I see a bunch of people when they're in their adulthood and they always sit there and say that, they're bored, they're lonely, or, that is life though, honestly. Life, you are trained since you go to school. Your life is not, partying. America's expectation of life. You are to wake up, you are to either go to school, and you are to go to work to get education on better jobs and better money. And your job is to work for the government. And then when you old, you can get money for, slaving your whole life to the government. And then you can die. And hopefully you produce some offspring, little worker bees do the same thing. Like we all took history, or we're supposed to take history in some shape or format. Do you remember back in the day when, it was just farms that were jobs, but the people, still were working from day in and day out. But what they did now is they, took the farms and, made a business and industrialized society. So now in our free time, when time permits and, then we're allowed to be social and go do things. But it's very much like, what do you want to do with that spare time? You can either go have a cocktail, go hang out with the girls, the boys, your bros, do your thing. But like when you get older and you get more busy, you're very, very stingy with your time because you realize that all you are doing in America and in the world is working to make sure that you don't have to struggle and like live on the streets. Like that is the thing. Oh, life's about partying and getting lit with no, it's honestly not, because when you strictly do that and only that, one, your life will be unfulfilled. And then number two, that's not the purpose. The purpose of this, let me not. That's for another episode. I'm gonna stick with the friends. However, not having any friends is not a bad thing. Like having two friends is not that's what I meant. If you have two genuine close friends, but you over here tight because you don't have 50 fake friends, what's wrong with that? Is that a bad thing? I have one friend named Brittany. Not gonna go too much. She's been my friend since I was 12 years old. And then I had a couple other friends that as I got older, like, have fallen off. But also the thing is, we didn't fall off for anything negative. Life happens, you grow, you evolve. You cannot just sit there butthurt about that. Friends are relationships, as in, for me as a friend, I expect you to, reach out and contact me. I will also do the same. If I don't get a response and I know that you're busy, fine. If I don't get a response and I know that you're ignoring me, and that sounds so paranoid, but if I see you over here, if you can make the time to go on Facebook and message a hose, if you can make the time to go on Instagram and post a selfie, if you can make the time to go do these, like all these other things, then I do not consider you a friend. Friends is a very, very, very loosely used word, but you all need to stop disappointing yourself if your definition of friends doesn't add up when you're surrounding yourself with people that are not your friends. People nowadays, like our age, they want like clout friends. They want like social media. I don't want that shit. If it happens, then fine. But very much like at the end of the day, when things get tough, I'm not going to go to you because I do not consider you a friend, if that makes sense. And there's nothing wrong with that. Very much the same thing with family. If your family is not fulfilling your needs, it is not negative to cut them off. Your happiness is precious. Your happiness is a treasure. Your mind is a treasure. Do not ever let people disturb your mind, disturb your peace, disturb your values, your morals, your compass. If you align yourself with people that fit your puzzle, you're going to make a picture and you will prosper. That sounds so corny, but seriously. And this is just a little quick thing. I had to get back into my ish. But if you do not know where to find me, you just search in JusTea, JusTea podcast, podcast. I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I am on wow, let me go down my run list. Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Pandora, Overcast, Pocket Bean, Castbox, whatever streaming platform you use. I'm also on YouTube at JusTea Podcast, but I think my YouTube is JusTea Podcast on all streaming platforms. I did like a long ass title so that way people can see it. But no. So thank you for tuning into the friends and family one and why you should not disappoint yourself, because if you do not want someone in your life, they do not have to be. Be selfish, be stingy, because at the end of the day, if you genuinely do not think that they're going to be there for you, why do you want that in your circle?